My name's Paul, and on today's episode, I'm going to answer the question, why do you want to lose weight? Well, I say answer the question. I'm going to give you some reasons, but the reason will be very personal to you as to why you want to lose weight. But I find it a very, very interesting question because everyone's got different answers, some incredibly personal and very important to them, and some a bit more kind of flippant and not that important. Not that important to the person, not necessarily me. But it's a very, very interesting question because everyone has a different answer and a different reason. But let's talk about some of the more common reasons, first of all. And the first one on here is to live longer. Now, that's generally, I would say, 40 and over. I don't really speak to a lot of people below 40 that talk about losing weight in order to live longer. But a lot of people over 40, they usually get told by their doctor, you know, if you don't lose some weight, you're going to be living a much shorter life by 5 years, 10 years, however long it may be, depending on the person. So I generally find that living longer is 40 and above, more concerned about that. And it can be a very, very powerful motivator in terms of your reason for wanting to lose weight, because generally it's the doctor telling you that you're going to be living a shorter life, and that's very, very personal. Obviously, directly it affects somebody on a kind of world-changing level in their own world. You know, being faced with their own mortality, perhaps being just a few years away, depending on how overweight they may be. So that's a very, very powerful motivator. The second one is to feel better. Generally, exercise gives you good feelings. You know, whether you've exercised every day or you've never exercised before in your life, when you do exercise, it releases certain chemicals in your body and you feel a happy feeling from it. And that's why it can be almost addictive to a lot of people. The third reason is increased sports performance. Whether you're an athlete or you just kind of play football with your friends on the weekend or something like that, losing weight it will most probably increase your sports performance if that weight that you lose is mostly fat. And so therefore, especially if you're an athlete from amateur to professional level, losing weight the right way will be incredibly important to you for that reason. The fourth reason, reduce risk of injury or disease. A lot of people who are overweight have a multitude of problems, and it is because they're overweight. You know, if they were to lose the weight, they would lower things like their cholesterol, they would have less joint issues, they would have less muscle ache, they would have so many fewer problems just from losing the weight. And that can be a very, very big motivator because it puts you in a very uncomfortable position if you've got multiple injuries or you've got a disease or something like that, and literally just losing the weight would cure that. The fifth point on here is to be more active with your kids. This is a big one for some overweight parents that I know of young children, because they get tired after 5 minutes playing with their kids and their kid wants to play on and they literally can't because they're out of breath, because they're overweight, because they're unfit. And so almost getting to the point of disappointing your own child is a very, very personal thing and a very, very emotional, in a lot of cases, event to go through. And this can be very strongly linked with the living longer. If you're overweight and you're in your 40s or possibly your 50s and you have young children, then seeing them grow up, seeing them hit their teens, hit their 20s is very, very important, and these kind of tie in and provide a very, very big why and a very, very big reason for you to lose weight. The sixth one here, look better. Generally on almost everybody's list who wants to lose weight is look better, because generally losing fat does help you look better. The reason up here, increased discipline. Now these next two here, increased discipline and progress your life faster. Increased discipline in particular is very, very much linked to the discipline that you must require in order to lose weight over a long period of time. It's that hard work ethic that you have to put in and see the long game rather than just kind of the short, I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks, I better lose a bit of weight kind of option. And so it really will increase your discipline, and that is, I know, a reason for a lot of people losing weight. And that does kind of tie into progressing your life faster, especially if you are obese and that far down that end of the scale. There are a lot of things in your life that you literally can't get done because of your weight, and therefore losing that weight and being a healthy body fat percentage, you know, maybe some for a male 10%, a female 17-18%, then just from being that healthier body weight percentage, or body fat percentage, sorry, you can progress your life far faster than if you are overweight or even obese. And the most important thing here is what I've written down in red, really. Your why. That's the most important reasons for you wanting to lose weight. As I said, being told by a doctor that you're only going to make it to 60 years old is a stronger why than just wanting to look better, but they are all still important and they are all still going to help you move closer towards your goals. Now, the stronger the reason, the higher your chance of success. You know, so hopefully somebody who is being told they have a few years left to live is going to succeed far faster than somebody who just wants to look better. What I would suggest is that find your most important reasons. There may be one of these here, they may not be. All reasons are kind of personal, so if it doesn't include these, don't worry about that. Just write down your 2 or 3 most important reasons. I would suggest reading them every day. You know, it's easy to be dedicated when it's 5 o'clock in the evening and you're going to the gym, but when you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and going for a run, it's a lot harder to be dedicated. You know, you can convince yourself of some amazing things in the morning when you're tired. So I would suggest writing down your 2 or 3 biggest reasons. Any more than that, it gets a little vague. So if you've only got one big reason, then great, focus on that, that's even better. But write down your most important reasons, read them every day, stick them on the fridge. That's probably a good place to stick them, especially if you're trying to lose weight. And definitely take a look at them every single day. The more focused you can stay, the more dedicated you can stay, the closer you will get to your goals and the faster you will get there. So I hope that gives you a little more information on why you might want to lose weight, hopefully clear up some of the reasons here, make your head a little clearer and hopefully give you some good things to do to help you progress on that journey. But if you like the video, please give it a like. I'd love if you could subscribe. But if not, I'll see you on the next episode.